I remember the first time I saw him. It was a cold Monday morning, just after New Year's, the kind of morning where everyone's full of resolutions they won't keep. The gym was packed with new faces. People trying to turn their lives around, drop a few pounds, or maybe impress someone by summer. I had my earbuds in, ready for my usual workout, when I noticed him. He was standing by the squat rack, a little unsure, looking around like he didn't belong. His gray hoodie hung loose over a frame that was clearly older, and his posture was slightly hunched, not from fear, but from time. His face was weathered, the kind you'd expect to see behind a garden fence or maybe fishing on a quiet lake. His white beard was trimmed neatly, and his eyes, sharp blue and tired, carried something that stopped me for a moment. He looked out of place. Most people didn't even try to hide their glances. Two young guys near the dumbbells elbowed each other and snickered when he bent down to pick up a 5-pound plate. I saw one of the trainers raise an eyebrow and shake his head. No one said anything out loud, but you could feel the room's silent judgment like static in the air. I hate that kind of thing. Always have. But I'll admit, I was curious too. Not mocking, just wondering. What was this guy doing here? Was he someone's granddad who got lost? Or was he just one of those people trying to fight back the clock? He kept to himself, didn't talk to anyone, just went through some light stretches, then walked over to an empty barbell. Now if you've spent time in a gym, you know how this goes. Most people warm up light and build up. But this guy didn't load the bar with any weight at first. Just the bar, 45 pounds, and started doing some very slow, very controlled deadlifts. And here's the thing. His form? Perfect. Better than half the people in there, maybe more. Straight back, tight core, smooth pull. No ego, no rush, just steady and focused. He did a few sets like that, then calmly added 2 10-pound plates on each side. People were watching now, but still with that look. You know the one. Like they were waiting for something to go wrong, waiting for him to slip or strain, or quit. But he didn't. He moved like someone who'd done this 1,000 times, maybe more. The next day he was back. Same time, same routine. Only this time, he added more weight, 25s. And again, flawless form. I nodded at him when we passed each other in the locker room, just a small gesture. He nodded back. No words. But there was something respectful in it. Day by day he kept coming. Same routine, but every week he added a little more weight. The whispers started turning into quiet respect. People started giving him space, and some even began to copy his warm-up. I overheard one of the trainers finally ask him, "You used to lift before?" The old man just smiled and said, "A little." But then came the day that changed everything. It was a Friday. The gym was buzzing, loud music, people chatting between sets, the usual end-of-week energy. The old man walked in, same hoodie, same quiet steps. But today, something was different. He headed straight for the platform and started loading the bar, not with small plates this time. He grabbed 2 45s and slid them on each side. Then another pair, 4 45-pound plates on each side. That's 405 pounds. Deadlift. Now people were really watching. A few trainers walked over, just in case. One of them, a muscular guy in his late 20s, crossed his arms and whispered, "He's gonna blow out his back." I didn't say anything, I just watched. The old man stepped up to the bar, took a deep breath. Then he reached down, wrapped his fingers around the metal, tightened his stance, and pulled. The gym went silent. The weight came off the ground slow, but steady. His back stayed flat, his shoulders locked in. Every muscle in his body seemed to come alive, not in a flashy way, but like they'd been waiting for this. Up, up, then lockout. He stood tall with the bar in his hands, eyes forward, calm as ever. And then, just as quietly, he lowered it back to the ground, stood up straight, and nodded once, like it was just another rep. For a moment, no one said anything. Then someone clapped. Then another, until the whole gym was cheering, not in a wild, noisy way, but the kind of applause that means respect. He didn't smile. He just nodded again, grabbed his water bottle, and walked away from the platform like it was nothing. Later, I got the chance to talk to him. I caught him at the water fountain and said, "That was impressive." He looked at me and said, "I used to compete. Back in the day, state champion, 1981. Then life happened. Wife got sick. Kids needed things. You stop lifting iron and start carrying other weights, you know. I nodded. After my wife passed, he continued, I sat in the house for almost a year. Then one morning, I looked in the mirror, and didn't recognize the man staring back. So I came here. Figured if I could lift again, maybe I could find myself again too. I didn't know what to say. My throat tightened. We talked a bit more after that. Turns out his name was Carl. He was 68, had 2 grown kids, both living out of state. He didn't have much family nearby. The gym had become his second home, not because of the weights, but because here, he could feel alive again. Over the next few weeks, the whole gym changed. People who used to roll their eyes started asking him for tips. Even the cocky trainers who once joked about him were now watching his lifts and taking notes. He never showed off, never bragged. He just kept showing up, quiet, focused, strong. One day, I asked him if he missed competing. He smiled a little. Some days, yeah, but I'm not here to win anything anymore. I'm here to remind myself I'm still in the fight. That stuck with me. Because the truth is, we all carry weight. Some of it you can see, plates, bars, heavy loads. But most of it, it's invisible. Regret, loss, doubt, age. And what Carl showed us was that strength isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, steady, the kind that shows up every day, even when no one's watching. Carl didn't just lift more than the trainers, he lifted more than all of us, and in doing so, he reminded us what strength really looks like.